Well, really, what I spoke about today was I'm an optimist, and even though there are severe cuts by government on the school building programme, and architects and a few others are bemoaning the demise of quality design, good design will still come to the fore because there is a legacy of work that has been done by a number of really good people, architects, teachers and others, which won't be quietened down just because money is short. And I think it's a myth that good design costs too much money. It doesn't. I think, in a sense, the change of government and the demise of the BSF programme, although the BSF programme wasn't the only game in town in terms of school building, and the academies programme, but the government cuts, has created a bit of a hiatus, because after a difficult start some years ago, the BSF programme was beginning to bear fruit. In the early days of BSF, there were some dreadful designs coming out, and I think the BSF programme was overweighed with bureaucracy, and that's where the money has gone, Mr. Gove, not on architects' fees, I should add. But I think the quality of design of schools was beginning to get better and better all the time, and that was helped a lot by CABE, particularly, and the RIBA Schools Forum, which was really upping the ante in terms of really trying to make school design fit for purpose and better executed, and it was bringing in better architects. It's not all bad news. People are talking about prefabricated schools and rolling out standardized designs. Handled right, that is not a bad thing, and it's certainly started to happen with some designs I've seen for primary schools. Whether that will work for more complex, denser schools like secondary schools and academies, I don't know, because you're getting in multi-storey buildings there and far bigger, denser schemes. Having said that, I think the architects who are creative, and the contractors and the teachers and heads and educationalists who in the past 5 years have experienced working with good architects, won't keep themselves back, and they will increasingly demand better design. And another point is that what has really helped in the past 3 years is the CABE 10 design criteria, and this became 3 years ago a mandatory thing that the schools and local authorities had to use in BSF, and then it was rolled out and used on academies also. And that was fantastic because it created a benchmark for quality, and what we saw was schools were getting better, and contractors who were leading the charge were actually using increasingly better and more accomplished architects. Something that I am very concerned about is that we're in not exactly a limbo situation, because the government have been in power for a few months, and it's becoming clearer and clearer what they want to do. But it is about cost. Contractors seem to be at the forefront of helping to make those decisions and saying and delivering designs. And I think the one thing that the BSF programme has done is brought architects and contractors closer together. But we mustn't lose that. And also we must look back and do more research with contractors of what makes good design, what makes value, just by sort of cutting cost and cutting area, because they are talking about reducing the floor areas of schools, and that would be a really bad thing. We don't want to go back to the mistakes of the past.